Welcome to the Explain Girl YouTube channel, where we talk about real life clarity, emotional strength, and self growth that school never teaches. And today we are talking about self respect, because most people think self respect means attitude, ego, being rude, or acting cold. But that misunderstanding is exactly why so many people feel exhausted, undervalued, confused, and stuck in the same toxic situations again and again. Real self respect is not loud and it is not dramatic. It shows up quietly in the small choices you make every day when no one is watching. It shows in how you speak to yourself, how you allow others to treat you, and how quickly you walk away from what drains you. The first and most important sign of self respect is being able to say no without guilt, without over explaining, and without feeling like a bad person. Because many people say yes when they want to say no out of fear of rejection, fear of being disliked, fear of disappointing others. But when you respect yourself, you understand that saying no does not make you selfish. It makes you honest. You realize that you do not need a dramatic reason to rest. You do not need permission to choose yourself, and you do not owe anyone access to your time or energy. And when you stop feeling guilty for saying no, people around you either learn to respect your boundaries or slowly move away, and both outcomes protect your peace. The second sign of self respect is that you stop chasing people who disrespect you, ignore you, or make you feel small, because chasing is not love and it is not loyalty. Chasing is insecurity disguised as effort, and when someone consistently disrespects you and your instinct is to explain more, try harder, or prove your worth, that means you are placing their approval above your own self worth. People with self respect understand that if someone wants to be in their life, they will not make them fight for basic respect. They will not make them beg for replies, attention, or clarity, and instead of demanding explanations or closure, people with self respect observe behavior and respond with distance, because behavior is the real language, not words. And the moment you stop chasing people who treat you poorly, you regain your power and your dignity. The third sign of self respect is protecting your time and energy, like your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. Time is the most valuable currency you have, and once it is gone, it never comes back. People without self respect give their time to everyone, to draining conversations, toxic environments, and people who never change. But people with self respect become very intentional. They stop staying in places they have outgrown, they stop arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding them, and they stop explaining themselves to those who do not listen. They understand that not everyone deserves access to them and that being selective is not arrogance, it is self preservation. The fourth sign of self respect is that you stop begging for attention, validation, or approval. You stop posting just to be noticed. You stop doing favors hoping someone will finally choose you, and you stop shrinking yourself to fit into places where you were never meant to belong. Because self respect teaches you a deep truth. If you have to beg for attention, then it is not meant for you. And when you truly respect yourself, you become comfortable being unseen. You stop announcing your value, and you let your absence speak louder than your presence ever could. And ironically, that is when people start noticing you the most. The fifth and most powerful sign of self respect is choosing peace over proving a point. Because people with self respect do not win every argument, they win their peace. They do not react to every insult. They do not explain themselves to people who already decided not to understand them, and they do not stay where they are constantly disrespected. They understand that loneliness with self respect is far better than company without it, and that walking away does not mean you lost. It means you chose yourself. Self respect also shows in emotional control, in not letting temporary emotions push you into permanent damage, in staying calm when others try to provoke you, and in knowing when silence is stronger than words. It shows in not seeking revenge, not needing the last word, and not needing to prove anything to anyone. Because when you truly respect yourself, you stop needing external confirmation. You stop comparing your journey with others, and you stop rushing your growth. You understand that healing is not linear and growth is not loud. There will be days when choosing yourself feels uncomfortable, lonely, and confusing. But those are the days that shape your confidence the most, because every time you choose your self respect over approval, you rebuild trust with yourself and self. Trust is the foundation of confidence. When you respect yourself, your standards rise, your tolerance for disrespect drops, and your life begins to change in ways you never expected. Relationships either improve or end. Opportunities align differently, and your inner voice becomes kinder and stronger. So if this message made you pause, reflect, or see yourself differently, subscribe to this channel right now, because missing this channel means missing real-life lessons that build emotional strength and confidence. Like this video, if you value yourself, comment below which sign you already have and which one you are working on. And remember this, self respect is not about being better than others. It is about never abandoning yourself again, no matter who stays, who leaves, or who misunderstands you.